Hey, welcome to the Demount Show. It's the first podcast that we've tried to do for months, by the way. But I have my friend here, Sue Qualley, who is my guest and who is a community activist. So she is either pissed off or happy. So there's no gray area. So we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff that's going on in Nye County, mostly Pahrump, but Nye County. You'll be seeing the dogs in the shots, as you know, Diesel Dude and Axel Rose. And we will be going from there. We'll start there. Oh, so if you would like my video, subscribe to it so you know every time we put up a new video, you get a notification. But yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about, we have to go back. We have to go back. Michelle Fiore, the Justice of the Peace, Chica. So her sentencing got moved back to May.
Yes.
Right. So, and I think you're on vacation when that happened. So
I did, but you did text me.
I did text you. Yeah.
Most definitely let me know that.
Yeah.
Piece of brilliant news.
So,
yeah.
And I just think that there's a lot of people that are on her side and a lot of people that are not on her side.
I think that people that are on her side don't realize what has happened.
Yeah, what she did and what she has done.
Yeah. This isn't the first thing. This is just the first time she really got caught.
Right.
So, yeah.
But, well, what do you think? People say that she's not going to do any time or anything like that. I'm like, well, what do you have to do time? This is nothing against Michelle. When you rip off the governor, you know what I mean? Like, what do you have to do?
Yeah. I think that's probably the one reason why she will do time.
Because of Lombardo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she actually directly affected him.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it would have been swept under the rug.
Yes, probably.
But when it happened to him,
they're like, oh, no, not the governor.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in May.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, and it goes the other way, then people should be upset.
Mm-hmm.
And they should call foul because it's not right.
Yeah.
If it was one of us, we would have already been locked up and put away, and nobody would have even thought twice about us.
Well, what do you think about, Donna Cox had made a comment saying that, this is just a witch hunt, all stemmed from the Bundy situation that Fiore was involved with.
I don't know how many people to date really know anything about the Bundy situation.
Yeah, it happened quite a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. I remember it because I was on the Bundy side.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't understand why.
Oh, yeah.
What is the deal here? Why are they harassing him? Why are they?
Yeah.
So, but I truly wonder, as I said, how many people really know anything about that. So to say that that's, one of the reasons why she's being so prosecuted, I don't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose it could be because people carry grudges for a long time, but
especially the government.
Yes. So, it could very well be. However, I just think there's so much water under the bridge with her that it just finally caught up to her.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's funny because I tell people all the time, if there is a Department of Justice indictments, it's because they have the proof.
Well, and there's not just one.
Right. There's 7.
There's 7.
Yeah. There's 7.
So, it's not something that they just fabricated and made up. And she was convicted of all 7, convicted by her peers.
Yeah.
So, the evidence is there.
Yeah.
So
I just wish it wasn't so much drama for our county. But we didn't cause that.
No, we did not.
We did
it
not.
Seems to be people like to bring drama to our county.
Well, apparently we have nothing else to do.
I know, right? So we just do bad things and they get swept under the rug, and
Yeah.
it's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, when a Democrat governor, Sisolak,
My friend?
yeah, our friend, oh, he hates my guts. When he says, "Are you sure you want to be involved in Nye County government?" Because it's just corrupt.
Yep.
But when a Democrat says
I
that,
know, right? That should tell you something.
that should tell you something.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't think, as much as I try to make people understand and educate them on their surroundings, they're just blind.
Well, they should get involved. I mean, Craven, you're young, right? You want to get involved in your community, especially now with Rhyolite, huh? That information. Yeah, it's bad. You don't want all the stuff that you love where you live to go away
Yeah.
because of money. It's a big,
If we just had even a half of the population of Pahrump to stand up and say, that's not going to happen,
well, we did
then
at
we
first.
could put these people in their place.
Mhm.
But
People
they just don't want to. They're just too worried about what's it going to do for me?
Right.
What's it going to do for me?
Right.
We don't care about you. And I try to tell people, you guys have to understand that these people, they're career politicians.
Yep.
They don't care. They don't care.
Well, even
It's whatever suits them at the moment.
what do you
And
think about our local government?
yeah, it's the same. It's all the same.
Yeah.
So in 4 years or whenever their term is over, they may get another term, so that might be 8. But in 8 years, when the county that they've totally destroyed, they just pack up and move on.
Yep.
And we're left to clean up everything that they have put into place and ruined. As I say, the solar farms,
Okay. Speaking of the
I'm going to bring them up because that's my main thing,
fight, yeah.
So in looking around, the solar farms that have been, not the solar farms, excuse me, the panels that have been put on people's houses, what is happening to them now? What's happening is the panels are going bad. They've been up for 10 years, 9 years, 8 years. So now they're going bad. So now the people are calling the companies because they need to have maintenance. They need to have the panels fixed or repaired or replaced. And the companies aren't there. They're gone. They're long defunct. They made all that money and they ran. And that's exactly what happened.
All right. So we're back on solar farms. We got to take a break. There's a meeting, our big meeting. Everybody wants our meetings to happen and stuff, but there's a big solar farm meeting on January 25th, 1 p.m. at Coyote's Den on Kellogg Road. And what's the cross street?
Kellogg and Quarter Horse.
Quarter Horse. I always forget that frickin' street name. It's really important for every Pahrumpian to attend. We're having a PowerPoint presentation by Kevin Emmerich. He's a biologist. We need to let everybody know what is actually going on since the BOCC passed the Title 17. So it's really important for everybody to be there. It's really important for you guys to actually get involved and talk about facts, especially on our page. What is it? Citizens Against Nye County Solar Farms. Yeah. On the Facebook page. Get on the Facebook page if you want to join. There's 3 questions you have to answer in order to get on the page. So remember that. But the solar farms are coming in. They are bombarding us with the solar farm applications right now because of the change of office. Trump's coming in, Biden's going out. We're working on with the White House. We're trying to get the White House to end the Green New Deal. so that we can move on from this.
Yeah.
But Clark County just approved the other one, the one that we were fighting. What's it called?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it right now
Yeah.
either. It just went out. Yeah.
We won the one on Nye County side. I can't remember. This is what happens when you get old.
I know.
So, but yeah, so there's a lot going on, and you know, we were just talking to Craven about how he went to Rhyolite and how beautiful it is, and he had such a great time and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, the solar farms are trying to get in there.
Yeah.
And
they will take it if they can.
yeah, and we don't want. I mean, that's the thing. We have history here. We have so much history here that people don't even know what the history is.
Right.
You know, so we want to save all of that. You know, for our kids and the generations coming and stuff, and for us to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, Craven showed me a picture of the old jail. It looked like a single family home. Like halfway. But,
10 at a time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was actually 4 cells.
Is it?
Was it really?
4 cell gym.
4 cells. Wow. Yeah, it was tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the solar farm fight, you know, everybody knows that, you know, they call me the solar farm girl. But we've been fighting for a long time. I've gotten in the background and stuff doing background work, so you haven't really seen me around with that. But you know, I'm trying to talk to Trump, so and Elon and Vivek and everything. So we'll see what's going on. A lot of people don't think it's going to change anything because Elon wants lithium. Well, even that has been changing. Did you know that?
Yes.
So, you know, his whole Occupy Mars and stuff like that. If he does get up there on Mars, okay, it would take him 8 years to come back. So I don't think that's a really good investment.
Right.
So, but yeah, they were coming into something else. Instead of using lithium, they were using something else. Now I can't remember what that is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they are looking into something else.
Yeah. And
which is good.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what it is. So we'll see.
I can't remember what it is.
I know. Can't either. And there's 2 things.
This is a podcast with 2 old people.
You think we would be drinking, but I don't drink. So, but yeah, so it's really important to save our town because Pahrump is the one. It's not just Nye County. I mean, it's Nye County, but Pahrump is being the town that's being embedded by all these applications. And they're trying to just push them through because of the change in administration.
And if they do that, we will be surrounded by nothing but solar panels.
Yeah.
Solar panels as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
And there's no benefit for us.
No.
The money is sold to the highest bidder, which becomes California.
Yes.
So they destroy our land, put chemicals into our soil, bust up our soil.
Kill our animals, our fish,
our tortoises. All our turtles are dead.
Yep.
And then they move on, you know, and sell it to somebody else that it doesn't even matter.
And here's the thing. So I've gotten a lot of hate from the union workers and stuff.
Oh, I've got one that does not like me at all.
Well, yeah, and they're like, well, Dee, you don't care about jobs here. And I go, no, I care about jobs. I go, we're not trying to take your job away. We're trying to actually move it, you know? So, but we need to have good negotiators, commissioners, that saying, we want this much money for this solar farm. Kind of a thing.
There's hundreds of thousands of acres that are totally available for them, that they won't be encroaching on any town.
Well, not only that, we don't have the transmission lines to support it. We have one.
But they want to build them.
Yes, because they get the money for it.
That's right.
And they're not responsible if it fails.
No.
And
there's no bond issue. There's no nothing. So,
well, there is a bond issue.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Well, and I think with the new Title 17 that it's going to be enough now.
Well, I hope so.
Because believe it or not, the bond is in in the works and stuff, the old ones, $500 to take down a solar farm. That makes no sense.
And you can take them down all day long, but where are you going to put them?
Yeah.
Because nobody wants them.
Right.
Nobody wants them.
Yeah. So we don't want that. And speaking of that, a couple different things. I want to reiterate, and I've said this for years, and I'm tired of saying it. This has nothing to do with rooftop solar.
Right.
Nothing. I don't care what you do on your house. Who cares? We're talking about commercial solar farms that are taking away our land, our public land.
Yes.
So that's being said. Then Sue and I were talking about a article in the Prompt Life magazine about, where's that one?
Towards the front. There it is.
There it is. The Prompt Valley Main Street. If you guys have seen that, pick up your free copy at a grocery store. Which we think is a good idea, having, like a little mall, like a market and this and that.
I think it's a great idea.
However, if the solar farms come in, it's not going to happen. And they have grant money to do this. So it's a vicious circle, and I think that people that are on the board need to get a hold of us.
These people need to
I
contact
know
us.
I know Tom Waters, but I don't know the other ones. But
you guys need to come with us. Come to our meeting.
Yeah. So you
come and talk to us so that you know, because if these solar farms go through, all of this work that you're doing to beautify Pahrump is going to be wasted.
Yeah.
Because there won't be a Pahrump.
No. And some lady was telling me, who's new to the group and thinks that, all her ideas are great kind of thing. I'm like, we've been there. We've done it. She goes, well, if you want rural D, you're going to have to move to Beatty. I ain't moving. No, I'm going to fight for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not abandoning my fight.
That's right. So, that too. But I mean, that was Sue's point. Sue, that was a good point.
Thank you.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If this goes through, if the solar farms go through.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what a great idea that they have. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think that they've researched it. They've done amazing things, to get this through. But I think that they need to start fighting with us so that we can stop what's going to stop them,
Well, taking the number one thing that could stop it is get rid of the tax abatements. Because they don't have to pay taxes on anything. So that's number one. Number two, our backup is water.
Yes.
So to protect the water.
We don't have any water.
Right. So the water is for us. It's not for BLM. It's not for developers, anything like that. This dog, I swear. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think. And if we want to keep building, right, which a lot of people want a moratorium on building. Well, that's good and bad. You can't have a moratorium on everything.
Right.
And we just got done with the solar farm moratorium. So
there's a happy medium that we can find.
I think so.
I think it's there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can still keep our rural town and mindset, but move forward.
Well, we'll still have your opinion matters, though. At this point, your opinion matters.
Everybody's opinion
matters because we can tell a developer through our commissioners how far away that they should be, even though they do have a guideline now, which was passed. But
which is still nothing.
It's really not. I mean, I was really
I forget how many. It's only feet, right?
Yeah, it's only feet.
It's only feet. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, they want to build those right around your children's schools, may I add.
Yep.
Feet away from your children's schools. We're not talking acres or blocks away from your schools. We're talking feet.
When this begun, it was 100 feet. from someone's backyard,
which is nothing.
100 feet. But I'm like, oh, no, no, no. My thing is, my personal fight with this is property value.
Well, that's one of them.
Well, so many people come here to retire, like we did, and everything, and then you want to dump our property values after investing in our home and our property, and then one of the developers had said something at the meeting. Well, there's no evidence that the property values go down. I'm like, there's
most
plenty.
certainly is.
We've sent the evidence to the commissioners, to the Department of Energy, to all of them, So I just think it's funny. I'm like, you guys need to be careful the way you vote, because the developers are going to say anything that they need to get this job done.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, they will. We need to vote in people that are going to listen to us. We need to vote out the people that are not.
Well,
for example, demounts 2026.
Well, and our commissioners, even the new ones, say that they're against solar farms, but they passed Title 17.
They said so. They've already quilled to the whatever, the bureaucracy. So in my book, they're out because I don't trust them now. They said one thing and they turned right around and did exactly what they say they weren't going to do.
They bent over and all you hear is moo.
Yep. True story.
Moo.
So and they did it. So now that they've done that, they're out of my book. I won't trust them to do anything else.
No, let me say something about Bruce DeBoer though. Bruce DeBoer, Commissioner of District 1, was telling me that, his district is completely different than Pahrump. But he has business people up there and by Tonopah, Round Mountain, all that stuff that want the solar farm. And the reason why they do is because it'll cut their cost in business and stuff. I go, yeah, but what is around it? Because nothing. I go, exactly.
Yeah, that is the point.
That is the point.
Wasn't it Jabor that was at our was at the real estate meeting? That was Jabor, wasn't it?
No, that was Koenig.
John Koenig. Okay, yeah. Because he said, he even spoke at that meeting.
Yeah.
And said that he was against this. So.
But he voted yes on Title 17.
But then he voted yes.
So, I mean.
What are you going to do? You got a microphone here and a microphone here. So you just speak to whoever wants to hear you at that moment.
Yeah. Yep. So
we'll say yes here and then we'll say no here.
But I always thought, I go, okay, let's say I'm a commissioner. I would say we could have an amendment for something like Bruce DeBoer. He has a different rural area and stuff, and there's plenty of land there to do a solar farm.
Of land there. And they want it. So why are you bugging us?
Yeah, right. Because of the transmission line. That transmission line is gold.
Yeah.
And the VEA is the one that started this whole thing.
Well,
so
that's a whole nother day.
Yeah. It's a different podcast.
Yeah, right.
But so it's there's still some opinions that need to be made by you guys, by the people that live in Nye County, let alone Pahrump. But
for all the people that are watching this and saying there's nothing that we can do, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There is strength in numbers. And when this whole thing started, we used to pack that center on meetings, community meetings with the commissioners. Now, there's hardly anybody there. There's no excuse for that.
Well, the only excuse that I'm going to give people is that they're posting rumors. They're posting, well, I think this and I think that. Well, you don't know what's going on.
Right. And that's one reason why we have these meetings.
Yeah.
We have these meetings so that we can bring you the absolute most updated information that we can find so that we can educate you on what is coming and what is going to happen.
And what to do about it.
And what to do. Join in.
Yep.
Join in the conversation. Let's get it started. Let's get everybody. If one person tells two neighbors then those 2 neighbors will tell 2 neighbors. Then we're going to have a rolling start again at this.
Well, and if you're drinking age, we have a bar.
Yeah. And we can talk about this.
That's right. Right. So, I mean, it'll be a good meeting with a lot of information.
A lot of
especially with
information.
Kevin doing the presentation. So,
Mhm. And all the people that want to know how much water we're talking about, these guys are going to give you those exact figures.
Yeah.
How many acre feet of water it takes for these solar farms. All that information that I can't possibly retain
well, and
here
I asked
anymore.
the boys too. I call them boys. I asked the guys, please break it down in layman terms because people
That's what
don't
we
know,
need.
including myself, how much an acre foot is.
Yeah.
Turn it into gallons, so people, which is much better.
Yes.
Because we lose people. There's a lot of technical information and wording and stuff like that. I'm like, no, just break it down.
Yeah.
Just break it down for everybody. You don't have to sound like a professor. You just need to get the right information out. So I always do the layman term stuff at these meetings.
Yeah.
And
well,
then
yeah.
hand over the presentation to either Mike or Kevin. But
so it's going to be great. I hope everybody joins us. And,
yeah.
And checks it out for sure.
So we shall see how this turns out. But and people that want meetings to happen more often and stuff, we pay for this. We pay for the advertising and stuff. It ain't cheap, and thank God we got a couple sponsors. But people need to understand that you can demand and want and all that stuff. Write a check.
Yeah.
Help
us out.
Yeah, help out. And we're not living the high life over here.
Yeah, right.
Office donations or anything. So
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of, few and in between. So so that's basically what's going on with the solar farms and the new information. Axel's sitting on the lamp. What else were we talking about in this?
Well, I don't know. What a great little magazine this is, though. If nobody's ever picked up one of these magazines, I'm just going to give them a plug right now because this little Pahrump Life magazine is super, super cool.
Well, they have
a
good
mystery
articles.
shopper that goes around and writes little articles on the new things that are happening. It's really a great little magazine.
Oh, and they just wrote you guys up.
Yes,
at Coyotes.
they did.
So
Maria's Tacos and More.
Yeah.
Had a really good little review in there. So yeah, I'm super proud of them. I understand it's a Mexican restaurant, but they're the greatest. And at least we have something on this side of town now. So
yeah, that's true.
Which we didn't have before.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
But yeah, I think, what do you think? You think that's good for today? Have we bombarded them with enough information?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I think so for now. Yeah.
Probably. But we'll be back.
Yes.
We come back like bad pennies.
I get Sue and she's pissed off.
I'm okay right now.
Yeah, she's actually very calm right now. But yeah.
Thanks everybody.
But I want you to, please like and subscribe, share these videos.
Yep.
And we can grow a lot bigger, a lot faster with you guys helping me out.
Yeah.
So I thank you for joining the conversation.
Love you, girlfriend.
I love you too.
Join in the conversation.
Okay.